Today on Top 5 Friday, I'm gonna tell you my top 5 vetiver-based fragrances in my collection. What the f is vetiver? Welcome to J-ROYL, everyone. My name is James from J-ROYL. And on J-ROYL, we do Top 5 Friday. That's a top 5 fragrance list every Friday. That was a bit much, man. Vetiver is a note used in perfumery. It has an earthy quality, and it gives a green feel to a lot of fragrances. I find it's often used in masculine fragrances, and I've picked 5 of my personal favorites to share with all of you. My number 5 favorite vetiver fragrance is Diptyque Vireo by Diptyque. Although not very exciting in the presentation department, I only have a 10 ml of this fragrance. So right off the bat, this is number 5 because I don't have a full bottle of it. I just have this 10 ml here. But what I can say is this has quickly become one of my favorite vetiver fragrances. Although not crazy creative in regards to the vetiver execution, it's really citrus and vetiver in the opening with a bit of a patchouli rose combination in the dry down. But at that point, it's pretty much a skin scent. Although a lot of the Diptyque line isn't really suited to my personal tastes, there are a couple that are huge standouts. And this is one of them. It is one of those extremely fresh takes on vetiver. I think it's an awesome warmer rainy day fragrance, which is a bit specific. And what's nice is there's also the EDT concentration. This is the eau de parfum, which is more suited for men, I feel. This is good. At number 5, Diptyque Vireo. My number 4 favorite vetiver fragrance is Tom Ford Grey Vetiver EDT. Not unlike my number 5, another citrus vetiver combination. Grey Vetiver also comes in an EDT and an EDP, but in this case I went with the EDT. The vetiver in the EDT and the EDP is very, very similar. However, the eau de toilette does have more of that pronounced citrus off the top. It makes it very easy to wear. This is not a fragrance that you'll feel self-conscious while wearing. It's gonna work in most circumstances. Oftentimes people say this is a great office scent. I tend to agree. I think it's pretty great for the office! It's only number 4 because it is a bit simplistic and I wish the performance lasted a little bit longer on my skin. At number 4, Grey Vetiver. My number 3 vetiver-based fragrance is Terre d'Hermes by Hermes. I love this stuff. I love it so much. I never thought it'd be number 3 on any list, but it is on this list because vetiver is not the main player here. As you can tell by the orange H on the bottom and the orange font on the front, this is an orange fragrance. It's an orange fragrance with some vetiver, with a bit of grapefruit, with a little bit of pepper. There is a whole bunch of notes in this. This could have easily been just a standard citrus fragrance, but it's so much more than that. The way everything comes together is extremely masculine. It smells really, really, really good. But like I said earlier, vetiver is a secondary note, so I couldn't give it any higher than this spot on this list. At number 3, Terre d'Hermes. My number 2 vetiver-based fragrance is Diamant by Amouage. This is the part of the video where I say, Diamant doesn't get enough hype. Nobody seems to talk about Diamant. Well, they don't. So that's a thing. When you look at the color of this bottle, you'll think, oh, okay, you know, maybe ambery type of fragrance. That's cool. No, it's vetiver with peony. Peony is one of those fun little floral notes that's not often used in fragrances, but it has a nice dose of vetiver. There is wonderful plum in here and the signature incense. I'm about to burp. So like I was saying, there's also incense too, and cardamom. This is easily the most creative use of vetiver in my collection. Like you've seen on this list, I mean, vetiver is usually paired with citrus, but not a light floral and plum. I mean, I think that's pretty dandy. This is my 2nd bottle of this stuff, which tells you how much I like it. At number 2, Diamant. And the number 1 vetiver fragrance in my collection is Wild on Wood, Woody for Men by Rasasi. When you spray this on, you get a brief moment of soapiness, but then the vetiver just comes right in. It is a clean but a natural smelling vetiver that just persists for hours and hours and hours. And as it dries down, it gets a little bit of that woody aspect that it's clearly trying to advertise. Vetiver is the main player here. It's an eau de parfum concentration, and it performs like an EDP should. It lasts very, very long on my skin. And the big selling feature of this fragrance is the cost. The price point is incredible on this. I paid about $45 Canadian for this, which is about 56 cents US. Easily dethrones the Encre Noir trio in regards to most cost-effective vetiver-based fragrances. The prestigious title that is. Although it's a cheapie that you don't have to be ashamed of, because the quality is superb in this. There's nothing cheap smelling about this, especially considering how cost-effective this thing is. This is vetiver at its finest, guys. At number 1, woody. I hope you enjoyed my Vetiver/Vetiver fragrance list, guys. It's not a fragrance note that's heavily reflected in my collection, but I do really enjoy it, especially on rainy days or when I want to be a little more rugged and manly, but still professional and hopefully attractive. It can be incorporated in a variety of different ways, whether it's just a dash of it to give a fragrance a certain flavor, or it can be prominently featured as well. What are some of your vetiver-based fragrances, guys? Is it one of the Encre Noirs? Is it Vetiver Extraordinaire? Not worth the price. All our links to the Facebook group and Instagram are down below, and if you like what you see, then like the video. See you guys later. I'm gonna go and try and dig up some vetiver in my backyard. Peace.
What is this? Wait. It's all around me. What the heck? Stop! Stop! Stop!